Hey Simon, this must be your first time here at the Train and Hobby Show at Sandown Park, yeah?
It is, and it's a great experience. There's a lot of cool retro tech here to have a look at.
I got some static displays here to various Tandy computers.
Is that, whose autograph's that?
That's Steve Leininger's autograph, who actually designed the Model I, but I got him to sign my colour computer.
That's cool.
Yeah, so...
That's really good.
So, and that's a US one that they didn't sell here, so this is a personal import of mine. I bought it back with me from the US.
So this is definitely not for sale. Well, for the right money.
None of this stuff's for sale. This is all parts of my personal collection, yeah.
Okay.
So an MC-10 here, which was a cheap version of the colour computer for people who couldn't afford the colour computer. Model 100, which is one of the world's, if not the world's first portable laptop computer. Reporters used to like those because you could type your report and send it to your boss. Got various pocket computers, which was them there.
That's very cool, that little ad.
Yeah. So pocket computers were like programmable calculators, but with a full keyboard, and you could program them in BASIC. So if you could program a computer, you could get more out of these.
Program one of those.
Whereas programmable calculators tend to have their own language, which was scientists like, but were difficult to Cassette recorder we used to use on the Tandys to load and save programs, so that's one of those. Very slow to load games, those things.
I like this. I like your business card stand.
Yeah, a friend of mine in the US made me that thing, and it's followed me everywhere. Little 3D printed TRS-80s.
There's freehd.com, Ian's website.
Modem, that's an old style acoustically coupled modem. Yep, there. And an early colour computer. I bring this one to show people that sometimes that's all factory, but sometimes they don't come out perfectly. All these modifications were needed by Tandy to make it work in Australia.
Wow.
So that's
what's the significance of
P for PAL? That's for PAL.
Okay,
so this is a PAL modification from an NTSC motherboard. So when it was built in the US, they put a PAL on it to know it's an export machine.
That's interesting.
So yeah, so I've got that one there. This is my portable Model 4, Model 4P.
Yep.
An early luggable along the lines of the
sewing machine luggable.
Sewing machine luggable, yeah. Along the lines of the Osborne 1 and the K-Pro and things like that. Since they predated laptops, carrying these things around was pretty, it wasn't as bad as it sounds these days.
What's the game that's on it?
That game is Dog Catcher. It's a high resolution game. You run around, pick up bones and run away from the dog catcher. My son Geordie thinks it's great.
That's gold.
So yeah. So moving along, this is a printing station for people to print banners. They can print a banner like they did in school.
Yep.
So this is a Model 4D. This is another import computer that wasn't sold here, but I converted it to 240 volts. It's connected to the printer.
Interesting.
Runs a banner printing program. So Epson printer. Printed so much this weekend, the ribbon's just about gone faded on it. But, so it's popular. Kids love to print their names on it. Yep. You can still get the paper and the ribbons for these things. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
The Epson, as far as dot matrices go, Epsons are well supported.
Yep.
Because certain industries still require carbon copies of things.
Okay.
Yeah. The freight industry, for example.
Right.
And the paper you can still get, I think, from Officeworks. They don't stock it, but if you go in there and tell them you need it, they can get it.
That's cool.
Pretty quickly, yeah. This is a Tandy 1000.
This is another one of the first computers I ever used. A friend of mine had one.
Yeah. So this is another one. I was very lucky to get it. Someone offered it to me for sale, and when I picked it up, I realised it's probably been used a dozen times. They didn't get it, and then packed it away, and then I bought it. So, so that's running SimCity 1.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you know the big city SimCity franchise. This is the one it started with. And what's amusing?
I recognise the pack.
Yeah. And what's amusing is the hard drive in this thing failed, so I needed to set it up to run SimCity off a floppy. And the whole program fits on one 360K floppy.
That's cool.
You know how enormous SimCity is these days?
Yeah, it's gigantic.
Yeah. So that's my 1000.
And you've got the ad for it as well, so at the time it was $1,899.
Yeah, without the screen.
Oh, no screen?
That's just that and
right.
that you got for your $1,900. Then you add a monitor.
So what would that have been back then?
900 for a colour monitor, or $350 for a green screen. It's an expensive computer to put together, and even then it didn't have a hard drive. Yeah. This is the oldest computer I've got here, this one. TRS-80 Model I from 1978. It's connected to a hard drive emulator.
Yep.
And it presents really well because this computer, I think, was used very briefly and then put away until I bought it. So
it looks really brand new.
It's probably the best condition Model I around. People have been saying maybe I shouldn't let 2 and 3 year olds bang away at it, but they are robust and everything. You want to press the clear key, and then one. Left and right moves the thing, spacebar to fire, and you need to evade the invaders.
There we go.
So that's the Color Computer 3, which is the last and best of the Color Computer series, and it's matching CM-8 monitor, which was a high resolution RGB monitor. Cost a lot of money when it was new and very desirable combination now, but for Color Computer enthusiasts, this is the gold standard of collection. Yeah. Yep. So.
And the joystick works.
Everything works on it. It's got a CoCo SDC to store everything, so which uses an SD card, and that's Tandy's Color Computer 3. Yep. Another one of my low use machines. You can tell it spends most of its life in the box. It hasn't been used to death.
It's very minty. It's very, very clean.
Yeah, it's about the cleanest one I've got. If you compare it with my one, which I've had since it was new, it's yellow and manky. Yeah. But true to form, they are very robust, and I rarely see them not working. And back to the Model II, which is a business computer that cost a bomb.
So this is 8-inch floppies.
8-inch floppy, Z80 processor, 64K RAM, 1979. Like I said, now it runs off a hard drive emulator.
That's right.
Which stores everything on the SD card.
And you build these and sell them?
I build and sell them, for all TRS-80 models.
So if you've got a TRS-80, you want a hard drive, hit up Ian at...
Ian Mav at TRS-80.com, or my website, www.frehd.com. So there you go.
Get one. How long did it take you to set up this whole...
You know what, it took me, to get it up the lift and everything here and set up, it took about 2 hours, which wasn't too bad. I expected it to be that much, but they didn't have the air conditioning running on Friday, so it was quite stuffy in here while I was setting it up. And actually, most things worked, so that was good. The printer, I had to bring another printer cable from home, that wouldn't print, but now it's working properly.
If you had to pick one computer that you could keep and you had to sell all of the rest, if you could only have one, what computer would it be?
I'd probably say the Model 4D, simply because I have the longest history with the Model 4, and you know, they're my favourite machine. Model 1 I started out with, but I did the most in the 80s and 90s with the Model 4 system. So
the 4 is nice.
So it's been popular here all day. Kids play games and print banners and all sorts of things. Yeah, cool. Cross our fingers.
What's going to happen?
There it goes. Like I said, the ribbon's a little faded, but...
we can still see it.
Yep. Retro rares. Just.
There you go.
Needs a new ribbon, but
It's there.
That's how we used to print.
That's how we roll.
You can have that,
Many
Simon.
birthdays. Many birthdays were done in the 80s.